Donald Trump has made no secret of his plan to take Greenland, but Denmark is not taking it lying down. Donald Trump has spent the last several days mocking the ability of Denmark to defend Greenland in the event of an attack, and again today took another dig at their military.
I can't rely on Denmark being able to fend themselves off. They were talking about they put an extra dog, and they were serious about this. They put an extra dog sled there last month. They added a second dog sled. That's not going to do the trick.
This comes after the Prime Minister of Greenland, Jon Fredrik Nielsen, rejected Trump's rhetoric and said Greenland does not want to be part of the USA.
Grønland vil ikke ejes af USA.
Greenland does not want to be owned by the USA. Greenland does not want to be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be part of the USA.
Vi vælger det Grønland, vi kender i dag, og som en del af kongeriget Danmark.
We choose the Greenland we know today, which is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. Now we are faced with a geopolitical crisis, and if we have to choose between the USA and Denmark, here and now, we choose Denmark. We choose NATO. We choose the Kingdom of Denmark. We choose the EU.
Tiden er ikke inde til interne diskussioner og splittelse.
This is not the time for internal discussions and division. This is the time to stand together and build on the community we know and we want.
Vi kender og til det vi ønsker.
Denmark's foreign minister doubled down on this after high-level talks at the White House, saying Greenland will remain under the control of Denmark.
But it's not that I'm now, saying everything is solved. It's not solved. We didn't manage, but I honestly speaking, I didn't believe that was doable. We didn't manage to change the American position. It's clear that the president has this wish of conquering over Greenland. We made it very, very clear that this is not in the interest of the kingdom. There's a government in Greenland with support from 3/4 of the Greenlandic population. The premier made it very, very clear yesterday that Greenland, for the time being and for foreseeable future, will remain within the kingdom of Denmark. And therefore, this is a common position that we want to work with our American friends and allies, but it must be a respectful cooperation and it must respect the red lines.
He then took a more diplomatic approach, saying the US and Denmark remain close allies.
And we look at ourselves as US closest allies. I've had this discussion with the president previously. In Afghanistan we had exactly as many casualties as US, and I know very well that the future is not necessarily about the past, but I think it is important also to have the past in mind, and we are eager to fulfill our promises, and even though our view on the situation right now around Greenland differs from public statements in the US, we share the concerns in a long-time perspective. And we want to work closely with the US, but it must, of course, be a respectful kind of cooperation. And we both took the opportunity, of course, also to express that it is not easy to think innovative about solutions when you wake up every morning to different threats. Whether that will have an impact, I can't say for sure, but I can only say that it is in everybody's interest, even though we disagree, that we agree to try to explore whether it is doable to accommodate some of the concerns while at the same time respecting the integrity of the Danish kingdom's territory and the self-determination of the Greenlandic people. Thank you.
But Trump hit back just hours ago, resolute in his plan to take Greenland in the interest of national security.
Respected.
Well, we're going to see what happens with Greenland. We need Greenland for national security, so we're going to see what happens. They're going to brief me on the meeting right after this conference. In fact, the sooner I get you out, the faster I'm going to know exactly what happened. But we have a very good relationship with Denmark, as you know. We'll see. But, we're doing the Golden Dome. We're doing a lot of things, and we really need it. If we don't go in, Russia's going to go in, and China's going to go in. And there's not a thing that Denmark can do about it, but we can do everything about it.
But former US Ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul, slammed the president, saying Denmark is a member of NATO, which means China and Russia will never attack, let alone invade Greenland. Our president is making completely absurd statements right now, which are extremely damaging to our reputation and thus national security.